interviewed, I believe it was, did we interview him last week? It's called LovConnection, and basically it's an event for singles at the meat market, literally.
Yes,
Literally.
It was really interesting. He's like,
Isn't
we
it?
get shopping carts.
Well, here it's a first singles night event. It's October 20th at Adonis grocery store in Brossard at the Quartier Discount in that complex. There's going to be food samples, wine and cheese, chances to win door prizes. It's $10 with $1 going to the Montreal Children's Hospital. So there's also a whole donation thing happening there. And plus you get all kinds of coupons and things like that. And I think he explained it to us, right? You put a white ribbon on your grocery cart, and that indicates that you are one of the single ones shopping that night. And then you kind of interact with other singles. I think it's kind of cool.
It's super cool.
It's so different.
What kind of conversation can you have? But I think it's great.
What
like
do you
if
do
you're
with
a
avocado?
No.
How can you
but
tell if this watermelon is ripe?
That's not what I mean. What I meant, Dr. Laurie, was that
What?
when you're looking at somebody's cart, let's say you're a vegetarian and you see that he's got lots of
meat
in his cart, or let's say
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
and you see that he's got like chips and Coke in his cart.
Or a cart filled with beer.
But and speaking of that, when it comes to relationships, do diets affect, like, have you in your practice seen couples argue about the food they eat and the food? Really?
Not the food they eat. What I have is couples who, when they're on completely different playing fields on health consciousness. So where you have one that's active and fit and eating healthy and wants to eat healthy, and the other one who is completely not. And it becomes a real sore spot. It becomes a source of tension in the relationship. And value, think about it. If you value fitness or health or things like that, and you're with somebody who maybe they never did, but maybe they did and they've let that go, I don't know, but it becomes a sore spot. I've seen that many
Because it's something that you can change. It is a value, but it's something that's easily changed with just some adjustments. Work out more or eat differently. Is it really such a sore spot that it can affect the relationship over the long term?
I've certainly seen it. Really, I see it on many occasions, yes. Of course, it's something that can be changed, but you can't change your partner, right? So you value it, but you can't impose your value on somebody else. If they don't value it, how, then it becomes this point of contention. So does the person value the relationship enough that they want to, again, like how do you, actually this is a very interesting point to bring up to our listeners. Maybe I'd love to hear from others. Like what if you value health consciousness, let's just say, mind you, I think everybody should, but how do you, if you don't and your partner is the junk food eater, couch potato person, and how do you handle that? Does that cause conflict in your relationship? Let's ask that question. And she asked a very interesting question. You brought this up as we were talking about LovConnection, the meeting at the True Meat Market thing, where when you look at somebody's basket and you see all the kinds of foods you don't believe in, like all the junk or whatever, could that impact the judgment you make on the person? And I'm saying yes, especially if you value health or wellness or fitness or whatever it is.
So this event is a dating event, and you're shopping for groceries?
Yeah, I guess.
Essentially, that's how
essentially
it is?
You're going shop. It's between 6 and 9, and you're at Quartier Discount at Adonis.
So then
and it's for singles.
So I wonder, because on a first date, you're always putting your best foot forward. I wonder if you're grocery shopping, you're going to buy all your
That's
healthy
interesting.
food.
Okay. Well, there's something to think about. People who are listening who are going, maybe you should do that. If you want more information, LovConnection, LovConnection.com to get more information about that. So